Welcome back, everyone. So I didn't get another video out, but I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging, and we're gonna get at least a short little video out. I don't know. So we're gonna be playing on hardcore mode for about 100 years because it's something quick I can do. It's on the elevation mod, which is something I don't think I've done, or if I've done, it wasn't for a long time. So we're gonna do that right now. And I also plan on revisiting some of the old possible ideas, maybe series that I've done in the past, and maybe just revamp it to the current, moment I am at with a better skill level in editing and just, recording in general. So that is on the table. And I'm going to also work on the other series as well, since 4 hours of my time and I just woke up. I don't feel like it. Was going to make the video last night, but I just got in late talking to my friends and stuff like that and their family. So, definitely passed out when I got home. So that was a great old time. Am I right? So basically what we're going to be doing here is being a little careful, of course, because I tried doing like a little test, see how it is with the elevation mod again, of course. And I had some hiccups. And as you can see, we're actually starting in a drought. Since apparently the last game, the effects carry over to your next game. And yeah, that is pretty cool. Not really. It's actually pretty horrendous, but hopefully it is gone relatively soon. Now, I'm not sure what my plan is here, but we did get a pretty cool map. A lot of weird stuff going on here too. But anyway, got a nice little nice little piece of water right there. Don't know what's up with that. And the drought has ended, as you can see. I was not insane. But we do have a nice little cove here. Might really utilize that one. Same with over here. We got a lot of rocks scattered across the map. But this one's actually a little bit more diverse with this rock spreading out, which is good and bad at the same time because I'm not used to that. So we got this bad boy over here, which is good. And we couldn't actually get a lot of things going, but I don't know if I'm going to make this a series as well. If I do, I might record it and upload it later because my schedule for working is quite horrendous. I'm not gonna lie to you, it does hurt me a lot, but mix of night shift and midday shift. So yeah, can't wait for that one. Working 5 days in a row, normally it was just 3 days a week. So yeah, I'm going to be busy. Hopefully I can keep up my schedule, my recording schedule. I'm going to try to get some videos out in advance so I can give myself all the time I need because it's going to be a mess for the next, I think, 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Let me check my phone. Yep, 3 weeks. All right. Anyway, I might do a little vlog for my little trip. I was contemplating that, but I might not do that. I don't know. It really depends on how I'm feeling. But if I do that, I'm just going to upload it to the main channel and make my own playlist, and it's going to be something I will very rarely do. It's something I'm not really planning on doing quite often. So anyway, we're going to try to get our food up since that is pretty important, especially when the food persistence is on, because I have it about 150% difficulty with earthquakes, a little bit more because we don't really see them, so might as well increase the chance to make it a little bit more difficult for myself. Of course the fires are up, so everything in the vicinity will blow up possibly over time. So that's pretty much the goal here, and that's what's going on. And I don't really have a certain goal for population wise in the next 100 years, but we'll have to wait and see if that changes. We are at year 10, and we're just kind of slowly getting there. So, wood-wise, we're kind of slow on that one, but to be honest, I kind of expected. This place didn't have much wood, so I'm trying to get as much as I can. I'm going to try to do that right now. I have a granary here. I actually need to turn... Actually, let's fix up all this, to be honest. And turn you right about there, turn you off, and then we should be good. So, I am going to be worried about the first Viking attack. That one's going to be a little worrisome to me, but... we should be able to come out on top on this one. I think we need about, what, 40? It does not tell me. All right, that's awesome. So we might need to just put a more emphasis on quarry production. Oh, actually, wait, no. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see behind it. We could have built another one behind it. Yeah. But that should be good. And, okay, we have iron up over there. So our next stone won't be for a while because it's like I said, all spread out. Yeah, pretty much all down here. Yeah. Only got one to work off of. That is great. We did have one fire. Put that one out immediately. Put this guy in the middle. Shouldn't have really any problems at all. And I think we might be doing good here. We're a little slow on things, but I think we can easily recover. And just going to slap this bad boy right about here. And I want to maybe put an archer tower right down over here. So let's talk defenses first because, Of course, that's going to be more important. I want to put a ballista tower right here because that would still cover the food and it would cover the bottom and right hand side with enemies. But then I also am thinking about putting it up over here, but then it won't really cover the food. So I'm most likely going to put it down here whenever I can, but that won't be for a while, mainly due to the fact, as you can see, we aren't really doing that hot. Yeah, like we're there, but like we're not really where I want it to be. So it's gonna be something. Anyway, let's get more stuff down. Of course, I'm gonna wait till I can get the large produce, which is gonna be, I think, the better choice. And I definitely need to get more homes. That is one of the things I actually forgot to do. Yeah, so my brain is still a little bit scattered since I had to drive about a few hours from West Virginia, so it's not going to be entirely horrible. My gameplay, well, I don't think so. Oh, and we got 2 more years of drop. I totally forgot about that. But we're going to try to slowly get there. I know we do have like a cutoff limit of about 200 years before it gets super laggy. So if I do a series, it's going to be a 2-part series, maybe 3, depending on how far I get. I was lucky with my last video on the elevation mod and wasn't actually all that laggy, so we could have maybe gone farther, but I did pick a smaller map, so I think that's what contributed to our, helpful rise. But anyway, hopefully we can start getting defenses up. I want to put an archer tower right about here so it can be down here and over there. Thank you, Storm. Yeah, so we can put one right about here, cover this area, and then we should be all set. But I don't see any Vikings right now, which is perfect. Food-wise, it's going to be a little difficult, but I think we can knock that one out of the way with, as in, like, not that bad. I'm not sure if we can stack berries. If we can stack berries on top of each other, that'd be pretty cool. Never actually checked. And I think I'm going to do that scatter. Yeah, I'm going to do like the cluster building technique up over here because it kind of is a lot better when it comes to placing out homes. And we're going to try to move it over here. I'm going to get rid of this iron, of course, because I don't really use iron unless, it's going to be a long gameplay and, really think it's going to hold us out. I don't think so. So I'm just going to get rid of these if I can in the future. And I'm going to put a dock over here because this looks like a really nice place for a dock. And that's kind of our plan, future plan. I'm not sure. We should be good on that one. I think. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, so we got our first dragon coming up. I'm starting to place some buildings down so we can actually get our population up and going. And, okay, so yeah, I'm also getting money on the side, so that's relatively good. I definitely want to get a clinic because I can see this becoming really bad. Let's get one right there. That should be good. And let's see here. Alright, so you're over there. We're still good. I'm going to have to wait for the Vikings to show up too because they haven't showed up in its year 17, so I'm a little worried about that, but not fully. I was going to put a tower here, but then I put this here. Yeah, we'll worry about that one later. So some people aren't happy with the taxes. Boo-hoo-hoo, cry about it. It's for your sake, not mine. Anyway, should I put this down? Kind of want to put this down, but then I kind of don't. So we're going to hold off on that one. We'll deal with that one later. Let's get the money ones out of the way. So, of course, we're going to get a church, slap this bad boy right about here, and that should be good. That's what I'm hoping for. And then, yep, a lot of people aren't happy, so we're going to lower it down to about 10%, and it's going to be, what, 50? Worried about future dragon attacks. Okay, so it's about 65 without the future dragon attacks, so we should be relatively safe. That's what I'm thinking. And I do need to get rid of these homes, but I need to start actually saving up more money so we can actually buy some of these homes because the commons house takes about a decent bit. I already have 1-row house, so I mean, I could just put houses inside of each other, but I don't like doing that because I think it does also contribute to lag since it is kind of just meshing into each other. So it's a little weird, but I'm not going to do that. You could get more money. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Honestly, I think we do need that for our Chamber of War. Yep. So let's try to get enough money for a Chamber of War. I'm going to slap that most likely behind the castle. And then we can start placing our, our towers up over here. I want to, maybe I could put the archer tower right here, though. And it would still cover the food. Maybe even right here. I don't know. I could even place it on top of it. And that would still work, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But this one, it kind of bothers me. I don't know why, it just bothers me now. Anyway, we are getting more money, which is perfect. I'm actually going to start putting down advanced charcoal like a manor. That's kind of disgusting. And similar tax yield to a cottage and a manor together. Okay. I mean, if I want money, that ain't really going to be it. I mean, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Here, let's put this bad boy right about here. And then, you want to screw it. We're going to get a stone road. we're gonna start that. Then I'm gonna put a fancy house right here, so it looks kind of just covers it. I feel like that would be a good one. We just gotta wait for the money, and I don't know why I'm just spending my money instead of actually buying towers. I think my brain is just mush right now because I had to stay up late last night. Well, the moment I did that, Vikings are starting to show up, but it's on the top left-hand side, so they might actually go for this, and we have the tower over there to protect us, but we don't really have much in the way of actually being able to build our tower. So we're gonna have to wait on that one. Hopefully we can hold them off. I'm gonna hope that they go for that, and I think they might. Who knows? But I think this tower would be a good idea, but the problem is that now we have to worry about multiple things, so gonna wait and see how that goes. I mean, oh, wait a minute. Maybe? Oh, okay, okay. Can we kill them a little faster? They aren't going underneath that. That is an advantage. I will take that. Oh, that is not an advantage. Where are you going? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Well, at least we have a well, am I right? I don't think they're gonna finish this in time. They would, actually. Okay. Now we have no one in there. Oh, that's awesome. Alright. Thank you for that, game. And I don't think we're gonna... Oh, okay, we do have someone here. Okay, so we can start taking them out slowly. There we go. Perfect. All right. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. It wasn't the best, but, you know, we finally got it up in time. Sadly, right when I started building is when they started showing up, so that's a win. Gonna put the tower right about there, and then what we can do is actually take them off since we don't really have another Viking attack anytime soon. And I think right now it's a good time for me to just sit down, let everything play out, and hopefully just get more money on the side. Okay, so I'm still building a little bit on another drought. Awesome. Anyway, we still have some food problems. I'm going to get some ballistas up and running. And we have some more Vikings on the way. Bottom left-hand side, down over here. It seems like there's only... Okay, so there's possibly 3 of them. All right, so this guy should be up and running, so he can cover all that. We are building this right now, and this is where the ballista is going to be. Hopefully we can get that up before 3 years, and I think we can, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. But they're coming up down here, so this guy's going to have a field day. And I do need to start building a storage system. So, well, I'm going to do that one next. Please get your food out of the way. Okay. I was hoping we can get the food out of the way right now, but it seems like we are going to have some problems with that. Thank you for that, Vikings. But, I mean, we actually technically won this fight, so I'm actually going to take that. You know, I mean, yeah, it got burned down, boo-hoo-hoo, but, I mean, we won, you know? Of course, our food is gone, so thank you, game, for that one. That was really awesome. So our next goal is building the ballista tower, and we can't really build more. We're going to have to wait for that to finish, but actually, people are somewhat happy here. I don't expect that, to be honest. Anyway, building another storage, and we should be, I'm going to say decent, but, you know, of course, weird things are happening here, so I'm not sure what to do about that. We're going to have to wait for everything to be done building. Of course, this is holding us back, but I think I could try to build another one at the same time, but I think our main goal should be money. Yeah, getting money. This is... Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, so I think I just jumped the gun, I think. So it just jumped back by 1 year, so... Oh, never mind. Okay, so we're building this at the same time, and sadly, it's not going to be up and running. So I think the dragon is going to target the people on the farm, so we're actually going to take him back here. Where's the dragon? Where is he going right now? Okay, maybe we can get it up and run... No. Well, maybe... No, we're going to get them off the farms, because I feel like it's just going to be a giant target here, and the people on the ballista will not be able to stop them in time. So, as long as we get them off the farms, they're fine. Yep, there we go. Saw that one coming. Alright, so yeah, normally we don't get the ballistas up in time for the next dragon attack, but we at least were able to save our villagers on that one, but that will hold us back food-wise. But at least we have these guys, so we can actually, you know, use them in the future, but we don't have enough people to use them, so that's kind of a problem. So I think one of our bigger problems here is the fact we don't have enough, you know, people. So we're going to try to push for that next. Yeah, push for that next. But we have this up and running. That's what I wanted. I might even raise it up a little bit more, actually. Yeah, let's do that. No, I'm not going to do that, actually. I'm just going to wait. And timber workers, okay, so about 20. Okay, so overall, we're doing pretty decent here. We definitely need to expand a little bit quicker, though, so, because I'm not really happy with this. Let's first settle here and then try to work on other things. Well, maybe. Let's try it. We're going to try to at least gather up enough wood and then we're going to use this to possibly get a stockpile, and then we're going to store up wood and use the people elsewhere and go from there. Okay, so our defenses are starting to kick up here, and we're starting to see the positive effects of them. And this one's already done with no damage on, our farms, and then this one is going to be on the way. So we do have a little starvation problem, but we're working on that right now. Got to really work on logistics back at home. So let's actually do that right now so I don't forget. Gonna get all these to 0. Same with you, get you all to 0 so you can solely focus on collecting those one specific resources, so we don't really have any mix up. So all right, so get you out of the way, and no one died. Oh, you son of a that's awesome. All right, anyway, so we have a recent food shortage that is currently bringing us down, but it's actually bringing us up now, so we should be good on that relatively in the future. But let's get rid of these, and now that we have it, I'm of course going to try to upgrade this more, but I think we're somewhat decent. It's not the best, but it's decent. So what we're going to do here is start destroying these homes. That's about 20. Okay, we should be... Oh, okay. I have to be careful here, because that actually might destroy other buildings than I want, because that mod actually conflicts with something here. But should be able to do something like this. And, oh yeah, I can't use DLC stuff on here. I totally forgot about that. How fun. Anyway, let's get a fancy house here. And actually, we could actually maybe get a big house, a manor. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be... I mean, it's definitely going to be a work in progress to get everything we need here. So let's put this bad boy right about here, so we at least have them, because normally we do have manors before this period, and I've just been focusing on random housing. So what we can also do is let's get another road here, so we can actually kind of get a nice little layout here of what we can do, and we can start focusing on a charcoal maker, maybe right here. I think that might be a good one, because we're going to get rid of these along the road too. All right, so we're going to get another double whammy of Vikings and dragons at the same time, and I'm going to try to improve my overall like food economy here with my of course windmills. And this guy is actually taking care of the wolves, which is actually helping us out greatly. Hopefully we can get some people down in there, but let's actually start this up and running, because we do have a less tax rate, which is good, and we're having people go into those jobs. So hopefully this can go above 75 at the time. There we go. And then hopefully we can get about a decent amount of people in here, so we can overall increase our just everything, to be honest, like our workforce. But let's wait and see here for a second, because I'm curious how much we're going to get here. I'm thinking about 20. 32. Okay, you know what? Literally almost double what I said. Perfect. And with that being said, we can... Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to try to build a dock, but our money is kind of strenuous right now. It's going down to 72, which kind of sucks, which... Oh, well. Hopefully we can get that out of the way. Don't die, don't die. Oh, wow, we still got a shot off, but we killed him, That's all that matters to me. We got some people killed, but... Oh, well. The dragon's dead. I think they're going to be happy with that one. Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat. It actually gives them meat too, so that helps with our food somewhat. And let's see our Viking attack. So we have about 2 Vikings, which is still pretty good. It says 3, so I guess... Well, actually, no, it says 4. Oh, we have one landing over here. What are you doing? Okay. Anyway, so this should be an easy one to defend. As you can see, we're having a good job with our food, and now we are starting to get charcoal, which we are very far behind. But I kind of expect this every time I play the game after being on a trip. It really throws you off just in a lot of different ways, because you're not used to record. Like, it's like when you go away after doing something for so long, go away, and if it's like your skills are a little rusty coming back, that's pretty much what I'm facing right now. So other than that, we're doing pretty good expanding. It's just very slow, but we're going to try to push things up and take it up a notch so we can fix that. That is not good. Oh my god, that one little fire is going to burn down everything. Oh Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see what's going on here. So we got about 8 Vikings coming up, and this guy's going to be dead already, so that's good. We have a festival going on, so we can increase our population. Thankfully, this is going to happen. So we're going to lose a lot of our farms, but thankfully, we already had some food stores up and running already, and that is what I wanted. But we have them going crazy, so that means I need to start increasing my defense. But we got about 35 people, and they are going to die, so I am okay with that. Yep, as you can see, It wasn't that bad. I mean, overall happiness is 74, so I would say we did a good job somewhat on holding them off. About 114 left over, so we really do need to start working on something right there. But also we need to start working on our defenses here again, because I didn't upgrade this one. I do want to do that right now so I don't forget, and let's do that right now. Right there, perfect, because I think right here is a really good place to place our towers, so we're going to really take advantage of that. Boom, boom. And then we're going to place down a little sixer right here, because that's like a 2-shot into a dragon, so we should be good. I'm actually going to increase this again, since we do have the population to. Never mind. I was going to say we do have the population to maybe do some bigger buildings, but the problem is, though, now we don't have anyone in the resource area, so we should be good now. Hopefully, I am going to build a dock over here, too, so hopefully that gets up and running relatively soon as well. I'm going to have some problems here soon with the food, because yeah, it's this is not enough, so I do need to expand a little bit more, but it does take up a lot of people, so we're gonna play around and see what works. Hopefully we can get this up in 3 years. If not, we might have a problem with the dragon, but it's not gonna be too serious, pretty much. Oh, this is not gonna be good. The dragon's gonna be on the side that is not gonna be favorable, I'm gonna say it right now, but oh, maybe it is. Okay, that sucks, but we got that guy out of the way. This is gonna be a problem, though. You know what, those homes burning is part of my plan anyway. Okay, good. Oh, we get a good bit of lag spike too, but I think, oh, okay, we're doing a really good job on this now. All right, so I wanted to get iron, but it seems like that's going to be kind of problematic here, because they're not going for it. So I'm going to have to move it up or something. Yeah, I'm going to have to move it up, maybe to up here. Yeah. Wait, where did it go? Oh, there's the miners. So I moved that one up by accident. We're gonna lower the timber workers. We're gonna try to get some iron guys so we can actually get some iron, so we can make a blockhouse to get a bigger population, you know. And let's see what's going on over here. All right, so we can easily take out one of those groups at a time with with our ballistas, because we have 6 of them. So this guy is definitely dead. He's super dead, and I'm gonna have to start moving over my farm supply. But hopefully once we get the boat, we can start doing some really crazy construction, since we will have access to tools and we can get rid of things at the same time. Honestly, should have moved that mine down here. Oh well, not my problem anymore. It's up there, it's running, so you know, we still have a nice little, yeah, just a nice little valley. Thanks for that. Nice little valley castle. Oh, that is not good. Oh boy, we are halfway there. 50 years, almost a days, but we are getting some good food construction up and running. But the problem is, though, I don't have any defenses over there, and we had another Viking raid. But it seems like they're going for that up there, which is fine. Hopefully we can hold them off a little bit more over here. So there's what? 2 of them? I think there's 2. Yep, 2 of them. So we should be good when it comes to them. That's what I'm hoping for. These guys are sniping. Anyway, we should begin trying to get a lot of money here. We did get a dock, or like a merchant ship, so that's why my tax rate is 60%. So we're gonna lower that down so we can at least, you know, get something going here. I'm actually gonna leave the ballistas in there because, you know, it helps against the dragons with them being little veterans. So that's fine. Our food is good, and then what we're gonna do now is start really pushing for more homes, because I was actually saving up for the block home, and that is what I want. Let's get that right about here. Yeah, right about there. Perfect. And then we can get rid of this right here, and then we can just shove in like a nice little house or something. I'm actually going to make it do this. Why not? And then we can also shove more homes up over here. I'm actually going to get rid of this little area. I was going to save my tools, but I'm just going to... What the hell? Oh, I guess they got there. Okay, well, don't. Oh, are you serious? Okay, you're funny. You guys are funny dudes. Anyway... I'm going to slowly start expanding my houses. I kind of want to put a house in the back over here, but that might be a little conflicting. And I'm going to start expanding maybe down over here. Maybe get like another housing area down here, near here. That might work, but there's a lot of things that have to go on. I do need to focus on resources right now, which kind of is problematic. So let's actually take all these guys off so they can go down, do their jobs. And I don't think they're... Oh, okay, yeah, we have to wait for the houses to finish. That's perfect. we have another attack coming up on year 62, so I kind of skipped over a little bit, and I actually added more defense. So we have a decent sized defense on the left hand side because they have the bonus of the mountains, so they can shoot quite far. And I didn't really put one over here, I should have, but I put one over on this side because we are expanding over here with our homes, and I really do like this one right down here. So we're gonna have to wait and see how well this turns out, but we do need a bathhouse, so I'm trying to build this right now, and then we can possibly build it somewhere over there. I'm not sure fully what I want to do, but we'll have to wait and see. But ooh, perfect. This is what we wanted. Uh-oh. We're gonna get attacked by 3 dragons. That's interesting. That is just a random fire just caused that. Okay, so it wasn't even me. Thank you for that, game. And we have a drought, so we have a lot of things going on here. That is awesome. I'm glad all my farms are burning all at once when the Vikings are here, so it makes it sound like the Vikings are attacking. I love that. And it seems like our defenses are kind of working out here. It's taking one of them out. Oh my god, they're all flooding in. That is not good. Yeah, we definitely need more defense, but at least we have a defense over here, and if they move over here like that is going on, they can take them out. What is going on? Oh, they're retreating. Wow, I love the random fires from the dragon that just makes everything horrible. And I love the drought that's on top of that. So we honestly got hit with the worst thing possible right now. Oh my god. Alright, so this is year 76. I did one for year 75, but I didn't really like the way it turned out because there was something going on in the background, so there was most likely background noise, so I'm gonna actually, you know, redo what I was just saying. So this place whole caught on fire, even the well caught on fire, which is kind of weird, which is kind of funny as well. But we are working on more defenses up here, but we do have a wood problem, which I'm going to try to fix relatively soon. I might even convert this area down here to more wood focused area because I normally keep it up here on the mountains, but it might not be doing a good job here. We are expanding down here pretty well. I'm going to keep expanding possibly to the dock. I bought some stuff already. I'm going to buy a little bit more fish, and I do want to start actually utilizing this cove area and start getting more fish, and of course build better defenses because they just kind of just walk on in, and these guys aren't enough anymore. So we definitely need to work on that by just getting a nice thin layer of wall around our just lower area down here, so it at least holds them off for a little bit, which is going to be a little difficult, but I think we can do it. Let's just get something like this down, and there we go. It's a little difficult, but certain places like this, we just put down one wall, and then that is more than enough, and something like that. Perfect. All right, so that whole section down here should be good with our archers being able to cover all of that, so that's good. And now we would have to worry about this place down here. I would try to build something up over there, but we don't really have the tools and the people necessary to do that, so we aren't going to do that. And I think we need to move the aqua engineers up here. Well, actually, no, it's the jobs. Uh-oh, there we go. I am starting to get a lot of lag, though, so maybe this isn't really turning out as well. And I think it's because of maybe the map. I'm not sure, but it's just super laggy. So we're going to hopefully... Oh, wow, that explains it. We're going to move that down to 100 so we can actually have some people working on stuff in the backgrounds. Masons. Okay, so everything seems to be kind of decent down here. We just got to let it play out, and hopefully everything, you know, turns out well. And I'm gonna try to do another video back to back on this one so I can get more stuff done, you know, get about 2 videos a day for the next, I don't know, week, so we can get that out of the way. And perfect timing, Vikings are coming. Let me guess, they're gonna be over here, right? Where are they? Oh, over on this side. That is completely horrible because that means we have no defenses over here, which means we need to build them. God damn it. Man, there's so many places I just need to like build just to hold off these like Viking invasions because there's so many of them. Each one of these boats carry 2 of them. So we're going to have a great old time because there's 12 boats. So I think 24 of them, maybe 3 each. No, there's a lot more than 24 actually. And that is going to be a lot of lag. So this one is going to be horrendous, I think. Oh, okay, so this guy is actually taking care of that one, so that's good. What's your range? Okay, you should be pretty decent when it comes to defending the buildings down here. Yeah, I think we were pretty good down there. That is not going to be good. We're getting attacked on... They're actually overwhelming us quite a bit, but we are holding them off, and... can we hold them off down here? Doing good. Okay. Can we hold it? So far, we didn't lose a building. that building will definitely be lost, I think, because I don't think they can reach it, because I thought there was going to be in their like little range they couldn't shoot. So there's 2 of them shooting down. This building is definitely a loss. Yeah, it's definitely a loss, but you know, surprisingly, it wasn't that bad. Oh, it's not a loss. Oh, okay. Well, that was a win. You know, I was kind of surprised by that, but you know what? I ain't going to complain about that one either. Definitely need to get the masons up here so we can actually have them repairing buildings, since we do have a lot of buildings injured, so we need to work on that. I'm going to actually start working on this right here because we have the dragons coming up, so having an additional tower wouldn't be all that bad. So let's kind of get this bad boy up and running. It's not going to be... Uh-oh. Did it just cancel? There we go. And something like that. Perfect. And one more layer if we can. Beautiful. And let's do that. Perfect. So it doesn't cover all the area I want it to, but it's still pretty good. We'll just have to wait for the wood to finish, and then we'll see how well it does against the dragons. I could just actually still not even cut out, to be honest. How's everything down here? Pretty decent. The market's kind of mid. A lot more people in the markets, to be honest. That's kind of interesting. 15. Wait a minute. How many markets do I have? Wait a minute. Does this count as a market? Wait. What is counting as a market here? Kind of curious about that one. But, oh, here comes a dragon. Get another volley in on that guy. And he should be running away. Oh, we killed him. Never mind. Oh, there's a lot more dragons than I thought. Oh, we got that one too. That is not good. I wish you could target certain dragons. But that's not the case. Like target strongest or something. But yeah, it's not the case. Pretty good though. This honestly was a decent dragon defense. Yeah, because now that guy's dead, super dead, and now we're just gonna fester on his, you know, body. Yeah, look at that. Anyway, I wonder what dragon would taste like. Oh my god, the lag is so bad right now. It took him so long just for them to get over here, but it seems like they're all compacted over here, and this tower is still down, so I'm about to witness a gigantic failure of defense on my end, because I don't know what it is, but they're just like, okay, so yeah, this is going to be horrendous, to be honest, but they at least killed one, so that's all that matters. Not really. This whole section over here might go down, and I'm just barely surviving here, and let's see how well this goes. Oh, wait a minute, the lag actually calmed down because they actually stopped walking on mountains. Thank you, game. And that guy is still not up and running, so this is going to be awesome. What are they? Oh, perfect. I am glad they're attacking this district. And what the? Fire has claimed the blockhouse. Oh, that one. Yep, so this whole section's on fire because this place did not want to get built up in time, and Vikings destroyed a stone road. Why would you do that? Okay, anyway. Let's see how well we're going to do here. Oh my god, the frames are so much better now. And it seems like all the archer towers, or at least mainly the ones I need, are down. So, yeah, we're witnessing a great old time. And I can't wait to not do anything about this because everything is going down all at once. So we're going to take that down. And we're going to just try to put these guys into positions of joms so we can actually fill it in. We're barely surviving hardcore mode on elevation mod, and my god, it is horrendous. Oh boy, we are on year 91, and actually I increased our defense's range, and that is awesome. Okay, that was awesome. And what's going on here? Alright, so we got a lot of missing people, I guess. A lot of people are focused on the fires, so it's pretty hard to actually get things moving here because it's also kind of the map, but I don't know what's going on, but we have a lot of builders, so we're going to try to get more people so we can actually get more stuff going. And I'm actually worried about the next Viking raid, but yeah, I'm actually really worried about it because a lot of these buildings are still not repaired. I had to increase the range on that one. So like the dragon, you know, Viking combo is really doing me dirty right now. Honestly, these marketeers are also doing me dirty. So I'm going to actually get rid of them because there's only 2 of them. 1, 2. Yeah, so they should be 30. I'm not sure where the others are. I'm not sure if it's something else that I overlooked. But yeah, I don't know where the other marketeers are, to be honest, unless someone knows that one, because yeah, there's only 2 markets here, so I don't know where. Yeah, they're 15 each, so I don't know where the other, like, the other 20 is coming from, because the baker has their own, so that's interesting. But let's see how well we can do over here, because I don't think this is up and running. So this one is going to be a mess. And oh my Christ, this one is going to be... Well, actually, maybe this one isn't going to be that bad. No, it's still going to be pretty bad, because they're just going to go up over here and cause terror. But if they go around over this way, this guy is going to be ready, I think. Yeah, hopefully. Oh my god, the amount of lag. I see why I'm only doing 100 for this one. And I also made some tea with honey in it, so I feel pretty happy with myself for once. Especially when I'm playing this game. Anyway, let's see what's going on down here. Alright, so we got a lot of resources going, which is good. And gotta focus on wood production, which is fine. Got one of those guys out of the way. They're going up over this way, which is interesting. And, okay, so this one... Fire Escalating the Forester. That's awesome. I can't wait for that to be called, you know, Viking attack. And... Okay, so we got a lot of them out of the way, to be honest. And then they're going to go up over this way, which means they're going to get hit by both sides. Can the archer tower over here do something? Oh my god. Okay. Yep. I don't know why it takes them so long just to build a small little tower. Wait, where are the people building? There's 5 people. Did they... Is the game bugging again? Because they've been working on this for a while, and it says there's 5 builders for it, so I'm not sure what's going on with that one. So it could just be a bug for them not building this, because we do have the resources to do it. They just aren't doing it. Yeah. So I think that's one of the issues that we're hitting with today. So that's interesting, you know, but at least we're going to survive. I wanted to get at least 500 population at least, but honestly, with everything going on and the lag, might not be the case, but hey, we still survived elevation mod on a higher difficulty, especially after coming back from a trip. So I'll call this a win if we actually do survive the next 9 years. Alright, year 99, and we have another Viking raid on both sides on our right and bottom left-hand side. And I was going to try to expand here, but I didn't realize the year. So, you know, it's a little late, but we would technically survive this. But let's see how well. So at least we have our defenses up and running, and it's starting to get super laggy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this wasn't my best gameplay, mainly because it was just pretty much a warm-up refresher, going back from a trip, not really thinking much about gaming, and just only, you know, trying not to hit deer and get mauled by a bear, but, you know, that's only part of the fun. And let's see how well we do here. So this side should be relatively easy, because there's not that many people on this side, so it's pretty much this side that I'm worried about, and it doesn't have that much defense, except for one tower, but then we also have other defenses. But if they go in a line like this, they actually could easily take him out. And we do have our defense up here, so we could actually help defend down there too. But it seems like they gave up on that effort and they're going somewhere else. But now slowly taking care of that one too, so that's good. And alright, so the bridge house is done. I didn't expect that one to survive any longer. And there's not that many in our homes down there. And they're pretty much mopping them up, which is good. Okay, that's not good. Can we hurry up? There we go. Perfect. And wow. Okay, so there was a guy there. So, okay, so we did pretty decent. So it's not really where I wanted to be. Pretty much the resources wasn't in our favor either in general, unless I moved our... I could have just survived right here, but then, I don't know. But I kind of like this area, but yeah, the resources weren't really in our favor. I had trouble with wood this entire time. I really thought the hill strategy I did before would work out. Not really. Only one stone next to woods, which really hindered our expansion. And then on top of that, the lag didn't help me at all as well. And, you know, we only then later in the game got access to that, which was a little bit too late. Could have maybe even pushed for more wood, focus on resource production. But then again, it is a difficulty setting that is increased, so more food, less people, so it makes somewhat more sense with other things like droughts. So definitely wasn't my best gameplay, but we still survived regardless, and it was just a nice warm-up for me to get back into our series, so it's not really a mess when I get into there. So have a good one, guys. Hopefully, you know, this fills that little void that I was supposed to fill earlier today, but you know, I will have the next episode up the next week, maybe even a little earlier since I missed it, you know, this week. So we'll have to wait and see. Have a good one, guys, and take care.